Oh, shit. Make sure everything here is hot. Oh, fuck. That was a hot burp. Contest. And thank you. I appreciate the love already. Holy shit. So much. Man, I couldn't ask for better people to watch my videos than people that call me names like cunt. Oh, you guys are hurting my feelings. Oh, wait. I could do a slate. I feel like when I do these live streams, it's not as professional as how other people do live streams. So, people have like fade ins and transitions and cuts, and they'll have slates, and they'll have all these fancy things that I don't fucking do. This is hot. Oh, so yeah, so I find that very, very kind of interesting that my live streams are just pretty much, hey, my phone could do live stream. Let me fucking do it on my phone. That's kind of hot. So let me see the okay, status is good. 720, that's hot. Okay, there you go, some hotness. So yeah, so I just wanted to do the kind of same old stuff. Oh, that's phenomenal. There you go. What the fuck? Just go over the stuff that we've gone through this week. So there was a couple pig alerts this week that are interesting that I definitely want to talk about. So Jizzbrizy is obviously one of those. The whole Jay Sankey thing, I know I was late to that, but there's, I have a couple points on that. And then I guess the tricks that I put this week, let me look at those and see if there's anything that's hot and ready, as the people with vaginas like to say. Hold up, let me check these hot tricks out here. Fuck. Let me see which ones. Well, today was the bat unboxing. That was a fucking hot one. See, my fear when people send me shit is that I'm gonna have somebody send me like anthrax, which is a dated meme for sure, but it's still a legitimate fear that somebody's gonna send me actual, a chemical that could fucking wreck my asshole. Yeah, I get it. But that was fun, definitely. This guy definitely killed it sending me that. Let me see these last tricks. There's a couple videos here that are on cue, which are fantastic fucking tricks. So y'all getting the good stuff here. Let me see which is one of the hot tricks that I put this week. Persistence of memory. That was from a while ago. What else here? Oh, shit. Y'all getting this hot trick right here. Blue Crown. That's definitely good deck. Hot review on that one. Location prediction trick. That was definitely one of my favorite tricks. But as far as let's just talk about the pig alerts. I think the pig alerts were kind of hot. So definitely the Jizzbrizy thing is interesting because people that came out with defense and defending him, and I always find that kind of interesting because it's people have different approaches to magic, and then I think the argument that I read the most when I was looking this stuff up on Reddit was the idea about the Rick Lax was one of the people that defended him, and they were saying, "Oh shit, my boy, Got a Cows 123. Hey, buy a pizza, pig cake. I love your videos. By the way, my Patreon name is Got a Cows. Nitch is good. Cunt love. Thank you, dog. My dog dropping hot $40 on my channel. I appreciate that. I will definitely turn that into a pizza, and or a shrine dedicated to cows. I guess. Are you a cow yourself? Some people get offended that we here in this free state eat meat. As a matter of fact, I was made aware that some of my friends that are from Cuba, that there are certain things that they cannot eat in Cuba themselves, which blows my fucking mind. So that's kind of nuts. Elijah Sharp, he says, who spends $40 on pizza? You'd be fucking surprised. Pizza could get fucking expensive as shit. So, not to get in a whole talk about pizza, but again, Got a Cows, I appreciate the shit out of that. Hard, thank you, sir. Dropping some hot dollars and contributing to the hotness that is pig cake. If you don't have, by the way, my stuff, God of Cows, let me know on Patreon. if you haven't bought my stuff, so I could give them to you. If you haven't gotten them already, because that's, I mean, you dropped some hot money on me. I appreciate that. Well, I was saying something about Jizzbrizy and how much of a cunt he is. Oh, okay. The argument that I was reading on Reddit the most was this idea about like David Copperfield kind of coaching his spectators to the. I do have both of them on, and there you go, dog. Look at you. You're in a. Not only are you the a hot pig cake investor, you are also a fantastic member of my product shill club here, buying my actual shit. I appreciate the fuck out of that, dog. Thank you, man. But one of the things that I was reading on was this comparison to Jizzbrizy and David Copperfield, and how David Copperfield approached his specials. Now, my thing in terms of the difference in that is obviously David Copperfield didn't approach magic in this new era where it's, you know, the media and the mediums of magic were way different back then. But just, you know, this guy got busted. That's the fact here. This guy got busted with a fake video or coaching the spectators on how to react. And then instead of owning that, apologizing, or even, you know, at the very least saying, yeah, you know what, I'm sorry, I'm busted. Let me just, you know, I was doing this for this reason. I was, you know, I was trying to make a good video, so I thought that the reactions would be better if I could pay people to do it. Instead of at least being honest, this motherfucker pretty much says that the people that criticize him are haters, and he was too busy hanging out with 50 Cent. I'm like, you motherfucker. What, okay, really? That's your humbleness? That is you being the most humble magician, you cunt? Jesus fucking Christ, that shit makes me sick. God fucking damn it. It's just ridiculous because, you know, you're someone that, at least me, I come from this love of magic. I come from understanding different mediums of magic and different ways that people kind of interpret magic and people want to show magic. And the way that he chooses to do it is a way that's pretty much, it's degrading to magic itself. It's not pushing magic forward, which is the thing that I keep kind of stress is, you know, we need to keep doing things that push magic forward. So I don't fucking know. What am I drinking? Diet Dr. Pepper. You know what actually I'm furious about? I was looking for this new Coke Zero sugar. And then they don't have it anywhere here. I was looking around and they definitely do not have that motherfucker here. So I went to the old classic, Diet Dr. Pepper, because I'm a fucking cunt. But yeah, I don't know. I just find this whole Jizzbrizy shit. And then Rick Lax came out to defend him. I read most of the posting there. Let me see if I can pull it up. I know that I was talking about it on Pig Alert. But motherfucker, man, there's just so much with this that's so hypocritical, and then calling people out for no fucking reason. Let me see if I could find the actual this defense of Rick Lax defending this, you know, fucking retard that is Jizzbrizy. Let me see if I can find this shit. Rick Lax, laxative. And I mean, Rick Lax does get a lot of stuff, but, you know, my thing is that whatever works for him. So he's doing this whole cringy shit on Facebook. You know, he's not necessarily exposing stuff. He's doing these shitty magic tricks. That got him success, you know, all the love to him. But come on, man. You can't come out and defend this motherfucker. Rick Lax, Jizzbrizy. Let me see if I can find this shit. That's fucking... Jesus fuck. If you haven't seen the Pig Alert, you should definitely check that shit out. Not to show my own shit, but, you know, I did talk a little bit about Jizzbrizy being here defended by his friend here. Let me see if I can find this shit, and hopefully it will make a lot more sense. Fuck. Let me go back here. Fuck it. If anybody could link it, that'd be phenomenal, because I'm having a hard time finding the whole the Rick Lax defending Jizzbrizy. Ah, man, this motherfucker. I mean, as far as Jizzbrizy himself, he posted that whole shit saying that he doesn't really care about people, and that, you know, it's just a bunch of haters and a bunch of people acting like 15-year-olds. Ah, goddamn, dude. Yeah, nice prepping, right? I should have been a little bit more prepared for this shit. I mean, I didn't want to really spend a lot of time talking about this, but it is something that's, you know, obviously I came out the video, so. Some shit here. Fucking A. Well, pretty much he's saying that people are exposing magic. Doesn't know. Quick summary: my friend Jizzbrizy made a Facebook video titled "People React to Black Magic," in which he performed lots of visual tricks for Chicagoans. The word performed tricks is perform tricks. He really didn't perform the trick. And the fucking thing that kind of weirds me out about the video is that for any of you, I obviously don't want to tell you how WoW works. I'm pretty sure everyone knows. But the WoW gimmick is a card sleeve, right? That you put the card in, and then by doing something, the card is able to change, right? So he's doing it with the backs towards the spectator. So he's showing the camera the change. So the trick is that you have, for example, King of Clubs, that goes in the card sleeve. Then you shake it, and the King of Clubs turns into another card within the card sleeve. He's doing it for the fucking camera. So he's doing it like this for the camera. He goes, bam, and the card changes. The people behind him who are looking at the back of a fucking card flip shit. They run out as if that's the craziest thing ever. They didn't even see the fucking card change. That's the part that blows my mind. The fact that he even tried to pass that off as real blows my fucking mind. Let's see. Somebody says Chris Ramsey led the charge. Bullying. Get the fuck out of here. Calling this guy a bully for fucking pointing out factual evidence about this guy staging a video. In the case of Jizzbrizy, his target audience is Facebook users. Clearly the guys in Millennium Park were in on it, and clearly the collaboration was successful. The video got 1 point. Well, I mean, the thing is that what Rick Lax doesn't understand is that people that have a love and a appreciation for magic understand that he could have gotten those reactions without the necessity to fake the video. If you're a competent magician, I mean, you could do a fucking double lift. You can do one of these shits for a group of people. Hey, there's a Queen of Diamonds. Change it to the Ace of Spades. People are going to run off and freak out. There's no necessity to fake it. But he's saying that because the audience is Facebook, it doesn't matter if he faked it for those people. What matters is that he made a successful video. Yeah, but he's using magic like a fucking... He's pretty much doesn't care for magic. That's the point here. He's using magic as a catalyst to get him views, which is the thing that I'm fucking, completely opposed to. But whatever, man. Fuck it. Shit. I mean, I'm all for people having their own different opinions and different interpretations of stuff. But the fact, it's not an opinion. It's a fact that this guy's using magic to catapult his own fucking ideals and his own shit. So, this guy's opinion is obviously one from stupidity and not from fact or logic. So, whatever. Fuck it. But case in point, let me see what you guys are saying here. Just find that fucking nuts. Let's see. Hey, Pig Cake, you're so cool. Show your head. I'm going to show my face. I've already talked about that. So Corey Dennison says, so the main argument of Rick's is that he isn't performing to those people. He's performing to the people on Facebook. The Stooges are props. Yeah, that's his argument. 100% right. He's saying that because his audience is Facebook and not those people, that he's allowed to fake those reactions, because it doesn't matter. That audience is not the one that he's performing for live. The audience that he's performing for is Facebook, which is a fucking asinine argument. That's fucking retarded, because that means that it's the equivalent of pretty much having a music video, because I can almost guarantee you that Jizzbrizy this is not the first video that he's faking. For sure, it's not the first video that he's told people to react a certain way, especially with this angle that, it's the camera towards Jizzbrizy, the people are behind him, and they react a certain way. I just think that the way he's coming at this is from a position of someone who's using magic to get views and clicks. That's it, He's using magic to get views and clicks. He's not using magic to propel magic. He's not pushing magic forward. He's trying to just kind of, push himself using magic. And there's, I'm just opposed to that idea of not caring for the art that you're apparently a part of. Whatever. I just come from a position where I love magic, and anytime I see something like that, I just get pissed. Corey Dennison. I don't know if that's, but you are right. You are right. Let me see something else. Show your cunty face. I will not show my cunty face. 26K hype. Yeah, 26K hype, dog. 27K hype Almost at 27K. That shit making me proud. I'm fucking glad I'm almost at that shit. I'm fucking happy and grateful that motherfucker. Somebody says, what kind of phone do I have? A Nexus 6P. I haven't changed it yet. I'm really interested to see what phone Google comes out with. But I got I've had this Nexus 6P. I've had it replaced twice already. But yeah. Let me see. Yeah, Rick Lax comparing Jizzbrizy's persona to Ali or Kanye makes me sick. Yeah. Because, Kanye is at least a fucking, I don't necessarily like all his music, but in terms of, and I don't like his fucking, the way he is as a person, but when it comes to him in the craft and art that is music, he's fucking amazing. And to compare, Jizzbrizy compares himself to fucking God. He compares himself to the best. I'm like, dude, you can't even make a fucking legitimate video. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Let me see. Can you shit? I stock hat shit at work. A collab with Chris Ramsey or something would be cool. Yeah, it'd be cool. Jizzbrizy, yeah. And then he's the only black magician. That shit also wrecked my asshole. That he said that he is the only black magician or the most famous black magician. It's like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get an iPhone. I'm not a fan of iPhones. I had one for a while. I like Android because you could fuck around with Android. iPhones, you kind of have to fuck, like you have to, jailbreak that shit if you want to do anything with it. Androids, even though they're becoming a little bit more limited in terms of what you can do on them, I still prefer the fact that you could just root it and you're good to go. You don't even have to root it, I'm sorry, to make it good to go. Pig Cake, what did you do to Jay that he blocked you? That's funny. Well, I think it's from, the reason he blocked me, it comes from, I made a joke on Twitter saying I would fist fight Jay Sankey, just as a fucking gag. And I think he took that seriously and he blocked me. Or he just, it's some sort of thing that he set up to block just shit like that. So he blocked me. I fucking love Jay Sankey. So I just find that fucking hysterical that the guy blocked me because I made a comment saying that I want to fist fight him. I mean, that would be an interesting video, but I love Jay. I really do love Jay. And this whole thing, I think was kind of, Jay Sankey kind of owned up to it. This whole thing against cardistry and shit. He owned up to it, which is kind of interesting. I'm not against having different opinions. If I was talking to a Russian genius about this, I'm all for, having your own opinion and, really sharing the way you truly feel. If Jay doesn't like cardistry, I think that he could have been more careful to choose his words and not say that there isn't any entertainment value in it, because there is. There's obviously entertainment. There's fucking, it's a whole fucking genre. It's just, people love it. I appreciate it. I see it. I'm blown away by what people are doing with fucking, cards these days in terms of cardistry. If you have the opinion that you don't like it, that's fair. That's a fair opinion to have. Especially to say that, I don't like it myself. I don't see the entertainment myself in it. But I think Jay was sloppy in his wording that got a lot of people upset. And that is where he kind of messed up and using kind of the wrong words to express his opinions. But yeah, I just think that whole thing was also blown out of proportion. If he wants to share his opinion, he's more than, obviously that's just coming from me, but I'm saying I'm more than welcome to listen to many different sides and takes on Magic. But I just think that he should have chosen his words a little bit more carefully. Make a Jizzbrizy diss track. No, because I'm not going to perpetuate this cancer that is making diss tracks about anything that you disagree with. That's fucking retarded. I'm not 12. God damn it. Everyone's making diss tracks over each other. That's fucking Jesus. The fuck out of here. Let me go back here, check if there's anything out. In 2020, Jake Paul will be president. Yeah, that, fucking A. You know what? That's actually a possibility. Fucking A. Let me go through here. Pig Cake should make a diss track. That's funny. That's the second comment on that shit. Remember when Jizzbrizy said he was better than David Blaine? I didn't know that, but I don't not believe that. Like, I definitely believe that he would say that he's better than David Blaine, which is, he's fucking retard. We know Jake can't fight. Jake could probably beat my ass. He's gotten big. You know, he used to. I remember watching his old videos. He was skinny. Now he has at least he has more muscle, like more muscle. He's more like fucking defined in the wrists. Like this guy's fucking murdering my ass. If we get into a fight, probably. Um, someone about Jay. Oh, that's funny. He crushed it. Someone's talking about beef. Classic Discord here. Thoughts on Eric Jones on AGT. Well, that's well, actually funny enough. That's one of the things me and the Russian guy were talking about is that just that act itself. I saw it from. I liked the idea of using kind of first starting small. So he starts with a coin through the glass, then he goes with a card through the glass, and then he goes himself through the glass. In World's Greatest Magic years ago, Luis de Matos, he did this thing where he did the rubber bands. So he passes one rubber band through the other, and then he goes through a glass. So pretty much is this whole idea of penetration in a non-rapist way. And I thought Eric Jones kind of had a good idea in terms of how to present that on TV, but I do think it was a little bit sloppy. And that wasn't necessarily Eric Jones's fault. I think that again, it was a case of whoever's editing that preferred that front on angle where you saw that shit happen. Where you saw the move happen, and it kind of ended up not being good in terms of just the way it was shown on TV. The penetration looked great, the thing looked great, the coin looked great, but they got that angle on the card that I think they did purposely. I feel I hate those shows. I really don't like those style shows. And if you guys don't remember, a couple years ago, David Letterman had a what do you call this? A magic week where he had magicians perform for an entire week. So he had like Michael Maher, he had not John Kerry, he had John Carney, and he had a bunch of stuff. John Carney did a chop cup, and at the end of chop cup, you fucking put a lemon or you put an orange under it. And those motherfuckers, they got that angle where you see him put the fucking lemon right in there. And if you tell me that has to have been done on purpose. That shit has to have been done on purpose to get the most interesting angle on that. So it's kind of shitty the way TV kind of treats magicians that they don't necessarily like or do that. And I just think Eric is one of those that fell victim because now his shit's on YouTube, and all the comments are like, "Yeah, dude, I saw you put the card on the window," all that shit. And I think that just comes from shitty editing. So someone's spamming. Who's spamming? That's funny. Ludwig van Matterhorn. I'm actually at a party right now, but Pig Cake Livestream is #1 every time. Hey, my nigga, that's what I'm talking about. Pig Cake, #1. Fuck everyone. I did not do 9/11. I did not do 9/11. That's a common misconception, but I actually did not do 9/11. Hold up, let me go through these. Somebody said, "Fuck me, daddy." That depends. Somebody said, think of a number between 1 and 3. That's my joke, cunt. Jizzbrizy starts every video saying he gives Magic the swag it never had. I mean, that's just his brand, I guess, but he's also a dumb cunt. So, I mean, if by swag he means I'm going to add autism to Magic that it's never had before, that'd be correct. That'd be definitely fucking correct. So, do you play zombies? If you mean Call of Duty zombies, of which I probably played twice in my entire life, yeah, I've played zombies. Let me see some other shit here. Beat stooging is just as fake as editing camera tricks, or I don't know. I just think that it's different ways. It's just a different way to approach it. I think that Jizzbrizy kind of did it a stupid way, and the fact that he got busted, like, fuck, man, this guy's sloppy as shit. If you're gonna fake something, at least fucking be clean about it, dude. I mean, look around, make sure nobody's fucking recording it, because they got that audio. I mean, the audio is kind of fucked in the video, but it's still clear and evident that this motherfucker was, stooging these motherfuckers or telling them how to react. What's the spam here? Where's I don't understand. Somebody said spam. Someone's spamming. Who's spamming? Lucas, do you know any home workout like P90X that's good? Yeah. I like this 7-minute workout app. It's dope. If you get that app, I'm sure it's on iPhone and Android. It's called 7 Minute Workout. They have like a month thing that you do. You have like every day that you work out, and then you could do different cycles of the workout. I like I like the one that you do that 7 minutes because you could do that 2 or 3 times and it's a fucking it'll fuck you up. And it's just body weight shit. You know, you have a chair and you do that. But that's kind of a weird question. Also, I have dumbbells here. I have cables. I have a pull-up bar. I have a Matteson ball. So it's like, yo, dog, I got the home gym right here. That's what I'm talking about. So I hope that answers your question. Lucas, do you do any home workout? But yeah, I just have this shit here just to try to not get me fat. Let me see if there's anything hot here. P90X definitely isn't me shilling because the founder's my fraternity brother who gives a sweet 90. That's funny. Well, I mean, I think the concept of that is interesting because you're pretty much changing. You're not doing the same workout over and over again. You're changing the different workouts, and then you are kind of exhausting your body. You know, and then that kind of builds the muscle and burns the fat. So it's, you know, it's an interesting idea. But I think like the 7 minute ones, if you kind of stick to a schedule, you'll be fine, dog. So let me go through these. Riplash, don't worry, pig cunt. I stood up for you. That's funny. Link the video, Riplash. A retarded YouTuber from my country tried to rip you off while making the same videos like you. Biddle trick, and I told him to stop stealing vids. Well, it's not about that. It's that, you know, I think that I have a certain style that's, you know, very obvious. And, you know, my thing is that I'm kind of coming up with ideas that are combined from a bunch of people. But if you just come up and straight up, like, imagine if I just made videos where I'm pretty much copying David Williamson. People are going to be like, dude, you're copying fucking David Williamson. Ever heard of being original? Same thing with that. And, you know, it's just YouTube is this open field where anybody could copy anyone else. It's kind of shitty for that. But it's funny that there are people that would copy this certain style. Get a 10-kilogram rice pack. That's fucking weird, but okay. Nikita Sirota, have you ever tried King Cobra Cut? I remember trying to learn that shit. I remember trying to learn that motherfucker years ago, and I just had a way to do it with my small hands, which is this shit, and then you throw it and catch it, because I couldn't do the shit where you flipped it. You fucking flipped it, and then I couldn't do that shit. So I just did it that way to cheat because I had small fucking hands. So that Cobra Cut was fucking hard as shit. I could barely do it here. But yeah, there you go. I did it. I just did it right now. So there you go. Hotness. Hold on. Let me check out this video that you said. Watch. Let me see how bad this motherfucker is trying to copy me. YouTube. Let me take the shit out. Watch. I hope you're not linking me to porn here. Magic Weasel. Oh shit. Let's see how bad this guy's copying me. Let's see. I can't hear it. Is that my speakers being retarded? Let's see how he's copying me. I don't know how he's copying me. Yeah, I don't see how he's copying me here, dog. I mean, obviously the biddle trick isn't mine. So I don't know if he was saying stuff. But no, he's not copying me, dog. Yeah. I don't think he's copying me there, obviously. I mean, obviously, if I came out with the biddle trick, if I fucking came out with the biddle trick, that would be fucking amazing. No, but this guy in the comments, Richard Dominguez, he did mention the proper crediting to that was, I forgot now what the original name of the biddle trick was, but he used that steel. I'm sure he'll hear this and then comment. But I forgot the actual name, but he did drop the actual name where it's from. You know, that whole the Elmer Biddle stuff. But yeah, dude, the Biddle trick, I just taught the way I did it. I don't, you know, it's not my trick to teach. It's just that's the way I've done it for forever. So if he wanted to teach that on YouTube, I mean, it's fine. You know, make it fine, but fuck. Let me check this. Yeah, there's some block nat. Which nat? What? Why is there what's the spamness that's happening here? Somebody says stop spam. Block Nat Benedine. Well, let me hear Nat Benedine. What are you doing that's so cunty? What are you doing that's so cunty, dog? Yeah, why are you being such a cunt? Or why is everyone calling you a cunt? I'm waiting for your response here. Dog, oh, you're spamming some French shit. Hey, I just joked. Damn, man, but you got a whole bunch of people upset at you. The fuck? That's not good. You're stooping down to the likes of Jizzbrizy. You never want to fucking be that way. Actually, hold up. Let me find that video, and I'll tell you the actual name of the original Biddle trick, just for the sake of continuity here. Biddle trick pig cake. Man, that's a fucking hot name right there. That pig dick. Biddle trick pig cake. I think he dropped it here, which is very interesting. And also dropping some hot stuff. I like that. Let me see. He says the real name of the effect is Transcendent, and it was created by Elmer Biddle. That makes obviously Biddle trick. And it uses the Biddle move. I think the younger generation started calling it the Biddle trick because Transcendent was too difficult for them to pronounce. I thought I would say. And that was Richard Dominguez with that credit in there. So yeah, there you go. Transcendent by Elmer Biddle. The original trick for the Biddle trick, which makes sense as to why you would call it the Biddle trick. It's simpler. Let me see. Somebody here. Keep up the good work. Thank you, dog. French is not shit. But if you keep spamming cunty things in French, that is cunty. And then it becomes shit. Dog. Jizzbrizy's calling you a 50-year-old acting like a 16-year-old. He's not talking about me. He's talking about everyone in general that was criticizing him. So he wasn't necessarily talking about me there. And if he was, come at me, dog. I'll fuck you up. But when it comes to, I wish he was directly saying, yo, pig cake is a cunt. Because I'd be in Chicago wearing a fucking mask. All right, a pig cake mask. Motherfucker. But, but it was pretty much just judging the people that criticized them, which is everyone. Everyone but Rick Locks, apparently. So, fuck. The thing is that, again, I'm wrong a lot. Don't get me fucking wrong. I'm wrong a lot. And the thing that I'm willing to understand when I'm wrong and learn from me being wrong, right? So, I'm willing to learn from my mistakes. Someone like Jizzbrizy that clearly got busted, his response was pretty much saying, yo, fuck you to all the haters. You guys are fucking retarded. I'm here chilling with 50 Cent. What are you guys doing? You guys are acting like fucking 15-year-olds. He put a response on Instagram. On his Instagram. If you check out his Instagram, he put a little response to the haters. So, yeah, but, the thing is that, fuck, dude. Like, come on, man. Oh, no, you got busted. Like, you can't just be a victim, blame everybody else and say you're fucking, you're the victim here. Because clearly you're not. You're the one you're fucking using magic to push yourself to become famous. And then at the same time, you're making claims like you're the best magician, you're better than David Blaine. And whether or not that may be your marketing or your attempt to be a social media entrepreneur, but okay, I hate to be this guy. I really do. But on Twitter, he has like 1,500 followers on Twitter. I put a tweet saying, please guys, get me past Jizzbrizy. I'm asking you guys. On Instagram, I'm not going to get anywhere past him because he has like 100K followers. But on Twitter, it's a possibility. Could you motherfuckers get me up there past Jizzbrizy so I could tell this guy that me, being the cunt that I am, have more success at social media in Twitter than he does. So if y'all could do me that, follow me on Twitter, pigcake with 2 E's. If y'all could do that and at least just get me past, because right now I'm at like 900 or so followers. He claims to be a social media entrepreneur. with 1,500 followers on Twitter. That's 1,500. Yo, hit me up on Twitter. Follow me there. Because I want to say, me being the dumb cunt that I am, has more followers than this social media entrepreneur. So do that. I hate to say, yo, fucking follow me on whatever, but please, follow me on Twitter. Get me to at least, 15, 1,600. More than him. That will make me fucking happy, because then I could say, yo, dog, what the fuck? People should be charging me $200 an hour to teach them how to be a social media entrepreneur, because that's what he was fucking doing. Paying 200 people when you got 1,500 followers on Twitter, you dumb cunt. The fuck social media entrepreneur. Get the fuck out of here. So I hate to be that guy and say, yo, follow me on Twitter, but do it just because I want to have more than he does. So that'd be hot. I appreciate that if y'all can do that. Hashtag pig cake over 1,500. There you go. Hey, do you plan on going to Facebook? No, I hate Facebook. I really hate Facebook. I really do. It's okay. Beats, you have the video here. So if you guys can look at that video, that'd be phenomenal. Let me see if I can find it here. It says, I followed you after you called my girlfriend a cunt. Always good. Always good to get a follow for calling a guy's girlfriend a cunt. So wait, I'm looking at this video that you linked here, saying, are you actually living life?
Jizzbrizy, I want to ask you a quick question.
Oh, nice.
You're alive right now, but
yeah, dude.
Actually,
by the way, I'm not saying again that I have, because YouTube is a funny thing. I have 26,000 people following my shit on YouTube. Does that mean that 26,000 people are watching my videos constantly? No. I get a small percentage of that watch videos every day that I put out. Jizzbrizy has 182,000 followers here on this video that this motherfucker came out with a month ago. He has 182,000 followers. This motherfucker has 4,686 views on this fucking video. Social media entrepreneur, though. This guy's gonna consult you on how you could get a fucking small percentage of views and clicks on a fucking channel that has 182,000 followers. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Social media entrepreneur. Get the fuck out of here with your social media entrepreneurness. I'm more of a social media entrepreneur than you are, dog. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck is this shit? I can't believe Penn and Teller gave this guy the airtime. My gods, Penn and Teller, two magicians that I would definitely deep throat at the same time, gave this guy airtime. Get the fuck out of here. I was answering a question here. Yeah, that's stupid, man. And the fact that he was charging $200 an hour for that motherfucker. So again, if you're here, follow me on Twitter, because my goal, at least maybe hopefully either today, by next week, is to have at least 1,500 followers on Instagram, so that I could fucking say, or no, not Instagram, sorry, Twitter, so that I could say I am better at social media entrepreneurship than Jizzbrizy, who claims to be a social media entrepreneur. Fuck that. Motherfucker. Right now I'm at 985. Let's see where Jizzbrizy's at. Jizzbrizy is at, let me see. Jizzbrizy is at 1455. He's at 1,455 people. He's a social media entrepreneur, and my dog has 1,455. And he just said, I'm the GOAT. I'm going to respond to his tweet and say, lol, what? Question mark. My goal is to get at least 1,500 subs, or 1,500 followers on Twitter. He has 1,455. My goal is 1,500, because then that means that I have more than him, and I could say, dog, get the fuck out of here. Social media, this dick. Social media, my fucking dick, dog. I probably have a darker dick than he does. Get the fuck out of here with that social media shit. That is fucking bullshit. Let me see. Let me answer these questions before I get triggered more. I was friend zoned today. I was told I was her best boy, or her boy best friend. A moment of silence. I apologize to you, sincerely. That's the worst feeling you could possibly get when somebody tells you you're friend zoned or you're in the friend zone. Get the, damn, I'm sorry, man. Rip in peace, my nigga. Rip in peace. So yeah, somebody asked me, do you plan on going on Facebook, Cromulus? Just to answer that, I don't like Facebook at all. I don't at all. The fact that I'm on Twitter is because I like how Twitter works, but I don't like the people running Twitter. I don't like that at all. There are alternatives, but the alternatives are pretty much lenient towards specific political affiliations. Like there's Gab that I just checked out for a little bit. And Gab doesn't necessarily, push down things that don't abide with their standings. But it's all, right-wing shit. Just like Twitter's all left-wing shit. So Facebook is just fucking, as far motherfucking lenient as you can imagine. So I don't like Facebook at all. So I don't like Facebook. Instagram is tight. Again, Twitter, I like the format, but I'll never get a Facebook for that. Let me see. Just sub to Jizzbrizy. JK, he is shit. Okay, that's funny. Done. I'm number 984 follower. Ryan Carlos Clearly. Thank you, dog. That's hot. That's what I'm talking about. Again, the goal is 1,500 Twitter followers. Because then that way I could say, dog, where the fuck is your social media entrepreneurship, motherfucker? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. So yeah, there you go. That's just why. Pig cake, you're so smart, man. Thank you, dog. Pig cake over 1,500 hashtag. There you go. Let me see if I can find some shit here. Gay hands intensifies. That's funny. Yo, Pig cake. I say hi, my family. We love your content. Much love, Kevin Umanzor. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that. Some love, some legitimate love here. That's hot, man. Thank you. Have you ever not tried weed? I have never done weed. I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never drank alcohol. So there's the answer to your question. Best Buys happens to be my second favorite store. Best Buy, and not to buy stuff, but to look around. I just like looking around. Is that like something poor people do? They go to like Best Buy and they look around, and they're like, oh, that looks cool, but you don't buy shit. Because I enjoy doing that. Let me see. Hey, you said what? Hold up. Somebody said I'm your 988 follower. Somebody said Elijah Sharp, 988 follower. That's you. Thank you, dog. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm fucking talking about. 989. 1,500, dog. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Then I could stick it in this guy's dick hole. 989. There you go, Greg Jones. Pigga, that's what I'm talking about. Jake, Pig, when are we Skyping for our podcast? Whenever. Probably sometime next week would be kind of dope. I don't have Skype, though. I'm a fan of Discord. I'm creating a Twitter just to follow Piggy. My Twitter is mostly dank memes and videos, like promoting the videos. I do have a couple videos there, I'm not going to lie, that are really good. In terms of tips on but you got to dig for those. That are tips on like spread calls. I have like tricks on Twitter. I don't like to spam Twitter at all. So I'll just put stuff up there when I think it's necessary. But my goal on Twitter right now is just to surpass Jizzbrizy in terms of followers. So I could say that I'm a social media fucking entrepreneur like Jizzbrizy or better than Jizzbrizy or whatever. It's just fucking nuts. This guy thinks he's a fucking social. Get the fuck out of here with your 186,000 YouTube subs and 4,000 view video, motherfucker. Again, let me just be clear. I'm 100% aware that even for my channel, I have 26,000 subs and only a small fraction of that watch my videos. And for each view, I am fucking grateful because I have never thought that I'd be able to have at least the audience that I do on YouTube. That blows my fucking mind. But the fact is that I don't call myself a social media entrepreneur. I'm not going out and saying that I'm fucking God, that I'm better than David Blaine, that I'm better than all these magicians who are clearly better than I am. I'm not doing that. Jizzbrizy is going out there saying that he's the best, he's the greatest of all time, he's fucking surpassing every magician, and that he's a social media entrepreneur that can barely scratch 5,000 views on a channel that has 186,000 followers. Get the fuck out of here, dog. The fuck out of here. BBC, get the fuck out of here. Pig Cake, what's the best version of Follow the Leader? There is a great variation on, there's a great, Paul Wilson. He has an Ace assembly. I remember buying the download a little while ago. He has an ace assembly that's kind of like a bluff one. I forgot the name of it, but I don't want to tell you how it's done because that's, again, I'm not a cunt. But he does a couple stuff. It's this sort of thing, right? And then he drops cards on each one. And it's very clean. It's very easy to do. It's a Paul Wilson, but definitely look that up for a follow the leader sort of routine. Paul Wilson killed that shit. I think he's selling it through, I want to say, the Buck Twins. But Paul Wilson is definitely hot. Hold up, somebody, 992? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. ELS, 992nd, Twitter cunt. Thank you. I appreciate that. And then we have 991, Ludwig van Matterhorn, who's the other 991st cunt on that. That's hot, dog. Thank you. I appreciate it. Again, it's not out of, hey guys, come and follow me. Oh my, it's me wanting to have bigger of a Twitter dick than fucking Jizzbrizy. That's pretty much what it is. Compare Paul Wilson to Jizzbrizy. Get the fuck out of here with that comparison. Get the fuck out of here, dog. There is no comparison between the god of magic that is Paul Wilson, who is a fucking guy that's come up with all these fucking like amazing card tricks, these beautiful card concepts, compared to a motherfucker that has to fake doing WoW, dude. Get the fuck out of here. WoW is the easiest fucking trick you gotta do. You literally do this, and the card changes. That's all you gotta do. And it's visual enough that people will get a reaction. There's no necessity to coach your spectators on how to fucking do the trick. If the trick is literally, if you look up the trick. If you haven't seen a trick, guys, look it up. WoW. It's that gimmick that came out a couple years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago. You fucking put the card in the sleeve, you shake it, and the card changes. And it visually changes because it's an optical illusion. That trick is going to get fucking guaranteed people to go, oh shit, what the fuck? Naturally. And no work, by the way. No work on your end. Again, not to tip the method here, but you do a fucking double lift, right? You put the card in the sleeve, you show the card in the sleeve, you shake it, and it changes visually. That's the trick. People are going to react to that. They're going to react in a way that, is they're going to scream. They're going to say, oh shit, because nobody sees that on a daily basis. This guy does the trick like this for the camera. The people behind him freak the fuck out. What? There's no need, man. I don't want to, somebody said not to waste my breath. I really don't, but it's just fucking annoying, dude. I love Magic way too much for that shit. Hold up, who said? 994, Nerd HD, your number 994. That's what I'm talking about, dog. 994 Twitter cunts right here. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Jesus. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy in the social media entrepreneur cuntistry. Let me see. Somebody said, triggering goal accomplished. You know how to fucking trigger me. Fuck my content. Give me dick enlargement. That's funny. Prick lax. That's fucking great. Okay, somebody. You asked me about Paul Wilson. Somebody says, somebody here. Can somebody tell me his Instagram? Mine or Jizzbrizy's? Jizzbrizy's Instagram is Jizzbrizy's Instagram is, what do you call this shit? Motherfucker. Just look up Jizzbrizy. He's gonna be the first one there. Again, on Instagram, I'm not gonna touch that motherfucker. That motherfucker has like 100,000. Again, like 200 likes per picture, but he has 100,000 people following him on Instagram. So there's no way I'm gonna get on that. But on Twitter, I at least have a chance. So I want to get up past that motherfucker on Twitter, so then I can at least say that I'm more of a social media entrepreneur on Twitter than him, cunt. I have a video. There's a video of me calling your girlfriend a cunt. That's funny. Let me get that. Hey, Brett Hamilton, 995. That's what I'm fucking talking about, dog. Thank you. Let me check this video where you say that I call your girlfriend a cunt. Let me check this shit. There's apparently a McGregor weigh-in. That's going to be...
Back in the day.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me click here. Watch. Let me Let me go here to watch and see if this is when I call your girlfriend a cunt. The video's unavailable. I don't know where you got that. About to make a Twitter just to follow me. Yeah, do it. Fuck. You know what's fun? And I actually contemplated doing this. On Twitter, it's not against the terms of service to buy followers. I was going to get on Fiverr and just buy a bunch of followers just to have more than Jizzbrizy. Just to, again, I'm not saying, oh yeah, look at me and my fucking social media entrepreneurship. No, I want to just have more than he does, just to say that I'm fucking better at him than that shit. But I forgot where I was going with that shit. Somebody said, I'm about to make a Twitter. Oh, because you said I'm about to make a Twitter just to follow you. That's fucking funny. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. That's most of his followers anyway, probably. Pig Cake, can I ask you a question regarding my spectators for card tricks? Yeah, do it. Fuck, ask it. Ask it, motherfucker. Fiverr seems to do miracles for YouTubers. Just look at PewDiePie. Yeah, so I should probably actually get a Beats 996. Hey, dog, that's what's up. Welcome to the cunt Twitter fuckery. Cunt Twitter fuckery. That is my shit. Let's see. Joseph Ramirez. Let me see if I could YouTube. Okay, let me do this. I should be able to allow links from certain people. YouTube. Is it youtube.com/ Yeah, dude, I'm not getting the shit. Let me see. Okay, wait, here. Okay, u2.b. Let me see if that works. Okay. True Beauty. Laugh at life. Oh, okay. That's funny. Yeah, I remember that. Calling your girlfriend a cunt. Floating head. 997 follower. Hey, that's what I'm fucking talking about, dog. Fucking social media entrepreneur, this dick. Jizzbrizy. Pig Cake. Tricks for marked cards as you teach in Patreon. On I want going when it comes to that method, just think about where the markings are. The markings are here, right? So if you, for example, have the cards like this spread to the spectrum, time to call. I hate telling this because this is something that I really like. But if you, for example, you're peeking at the cards like this, the spectators call stop whenever they want. They stop right here. You at your markings, right? You quickly peek at your markings there. As you get the card like this, you're pointing at the card. You go, you got the card, good, and then you close it. That's card, yada yada yada, and then reveal it based on the markings. But it's just how to get a peek at the markings. Somebody says very lagging. Let me see. Now it's not lagging. There you go. Hey, you can't see me. When I actually can't see me. Advanced lag. Yeah, it should be fine now. Diza, 999 motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about, dog. Hey, 1,001 followers on fucking Twitter. Thank y'all. Y'all are fucking killing it. Now, again, Jizzbrizy has 1,500. It's not lagging anymore. It's fixed, yeah. I got 1,001. Y'all killing the game here. Y'all crazy. Thank you. But my favorite thing is now when eventually I get past to 15, I could tell him that he's a fucking... That's you with the 1,000? You with the 1,000 one? LTC Spider? That's what I'm talking about, dog. Y'all killing it. Yeah, the video was buffering there for a little bit. Let's get Pig Cake to be a social media entrepreneur. I'm gonna change my title once I get past when I get past to 1,500. When I get past Jizzbrizy at 1,500, I'm gonna change my tag to what do you call this? Social media entrepreneur. So hopefully, once I get past that motherfucker. Somebody said, I'm originally from Mexico, so I would rob your wallet if you showed me a trick. That makes sense. That makes sense. My infinite racism. Yeah, the lag was fucking awful. Oh shit. That lag is fixed now, but I don't know what the fuck was happening. Let me go back here. I saw the beats. You asked me what's my favorite out of this world. The one that I put on the channel is really not to toot my own dick, but that one's my favorite because it's an impromptu version of doing out of this world. So you don't need to set the deck up in black and in red and black. So for that trick, you're doing that bit from Michael Omar, which is fucking so smart. Man, shoot my dick off for not thinking of that. But you're doing that bit from Michael Omar where instead of separating the deck between red and black, you're just looking at the cards like this. You're just pulling cards out. So you're let's say you want to. You're only pulling out black cards and asking the spectator, what color do you think this is? Okay, black. Yeah, what color do you think this is? Red, black, like that. And you're going through that way. That's a fucking brilliant method. I teach that on the channel. Check it out. But the originator of that is Michael Marr from his Easy to Master Card Magic series from, I think, LNL Publishing. It wasn't LNL. It was LNL. Might have been. But that's from Michael Marr. It's beautiful. It's a fucking amazing concept. And the fact is that you don't need you don't need to set the deck up, which I think is the big downside of that's the big downside of Out of This World. And also the end of that trick is the Paul Harris Galaxy bit. So it's that Paul Harris bit where you drop one packet on the other and then spread, and you're able to show the separation. So I pretty much just combined those two tricks in that video, and that's a really good method. Again, not sucking my own dick, but it's a great fucking Out of This World, and it's not mine. It's just a combination of Michael Marr, the guy that made Galaxy. I'll tell you right now who that is. Paul Harris Galaxy. Paul Harris Galaxy. It is. But I'm trying to remember who the other something Jones that came up with the version of that trick in Art of Astonishment. Phenomenal, fucking phenomenal. Look it up. The original one was written up in Art of Astonishment, I think volume 3. So if you look that up, you're gonna get an amazing routine. Using B deck for close up is like doing cardistry with a broken finger. I guess. Who's asking me beats? Damn, Beats, you're asking some hot questions. What do I think of John Bannon? I love John Bannon. I remember when they came out with this for VHS years ago. He had a DVD or a VHS called motherfucker. It's called he did it with A1 with Michael Murphy or some shit like that. Fuck man. It's like his first tape. He had black hair. This was before he had like white hair, and then he's kind of chubby now. But he had a set of tapes from years ago that I actually had. John Bannon Magic DVD. Because now he has a bunch of other ones. I've seen I think I forgot which other one I saw that was good. Oh, Impossibilia. There you go. That's the one I have. Impossibilia and Smoke and Mirrors. Those are his first DVDs, and they're the best ones he's ever made it. Because those are like the original ones that he came out with. Now, obviously, he has amazing material. I think Move 0 Volume 1 is fucking phenomenal. But John Bannon is one of those guys that I would fucking love to have a conversation with that guy. I would really love to have a conversation with that guy. Are you reading any magic books currently? Which ones? I've seen Ramsey's. You know what? And again, I don't want to shill my own shit here, but on the thing that I just came out with, the project, is Persistence of Memory. The first trick in that is my variation on Joel Given's trick called More Memory Man. And he's selling More Memory Man as a separate DVD, or as a separate download. Joel Givens, this is his name. Joel Givens. And he has a book by Joshua J. Where they go over a bunch of stuff. And that book, where More Memory Man came out of, is one of my fucking favorite books. It's from Joshua J. Josh J. Let me look up Joshua J. Joel Givens. The book is called 547 by Joel Givens. You could get it from this place. You could get it from Walmart for $21. Fuck. I mean, I'd buy from like a magic store just to, fucking give. Yeah, fuck that. Buy from Walmart. It doesn't fucking matter. Fuck it. Here, telling magic. Let me give the link in the thing here. This book. I apologize for the cancer link, by the way. I can't even do that link. Fuck it. I'll just put the title of the book and y'all look it up. But it's called 547 by Joel Givens and Joshua J. That book is fucking amazing. Joel Givens is so brilliant in that book. Fuck that motherfucker for being so smart. He has a trick called More Memory Man. He has a trick called More Memory Man that he shows in that book. And in the latest project that I have, the opener in that little set that I'm selling is a variation on that trick. And it's phenomenal. So it's good to look up the original. I mean, if you want to hit mine up, definitely look into the project. Just saying. But definitely look that up. Elijah. There you go. That's a phenomenal book. Another one that I would recommend that I made the fucking mistake of buying this years ago. I made the mistake of buying this not because the content was bad, but because the spelling errors were cancer. It's the book called 3510 by Luc Germain. Hey, Johannes Grobler, number 1004. Thank you, dog. That's some hot shit. Again, one step closer to being fucking more of a social media entrepreneur than Jizzbrizy. Right now I'm at 1,004 followers. The goal is 1,500 once I get past that motherfucker. But that number that I just put on the comments, 3510, that's a book by Luc Germain, which is, I think he came out with Penguin Magic, that book a while ago. I enjoyed the content in that book. I hated the way the book was laid out because there were so many spelling errors. It was unacceptable. It really was unacceptable because the book cost I think $60 when it came out. It was fucking expensive as shit. And it's, they had a bunch of fucking shit. And I'm like, wow, they really put this shit together in a day and a half. But the content on it is great. Luc Germain's fucking thoughts on mentalism and Luc Germain's kind of ideals on that are, amazing. So I really enjoy reading that book. So that's another one, Elijah, if you ask me about, current books. I would tell you one that I'm reading right now, but I don't want to because I'm keeping that to myself. Yeah, Joel Gibbons, worth again, not to say that my project, Persistence of Memory, is not worth every dime, but that Joel Gibbons book is definitely worth your money. It's worth every single penny, at least in my book. Just the way they lay that book out is really good. Is really, really good. But the trick that I put on the Persistence of Memory project, the first one is a variation on his trick, which is why I'm recommending that. Why do you stick to Canon with his cancerous autofocus? Canon is actually probably the better. It's the better autofocus. The quality sucks. I'm not gonna lie. The quality of Canon sucks in comparison to other cameras. Not to say that with color grading it's not gonna end up looking as good as other cameras, but here's the thing. That right there, that's my fucking camera up there. The autofocus is amazing. But again, it only does 1080p at 30 frames a second. I could buy a G7, and that G7 is going to give me 4K at 30 frames a second and good autofocus. So, motherfuckers. Hey, Cool Magic Forum. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, dog. You said here, I have to recheck my Twitter. I have 3,785 followers. You are more of an entrepreneur than Jizzbrizy, dog. You are more of an entrepreneur than Jizzbrizy, my G. And the Joel Gibbons book is definitely more for advanced magician. No revenue from Canon. I fucking wish I could get fucking some hot revenue from Canon. I would suck dick for that. But I do like just the autofocus on the camera. I think it was overpriced. It was definitely an overpriced camera. Let me do this. But yeah, that book, if it's $12 on Penguin, definitely pick it up. It's worth the $12. Somebody says, Team Jizzbrizy. You just want me to look at your channel, cunt. Ahmed Tarek. You want me to look at your fucking channel for saying Jizzbrizy is fucking... God, of course you have shit here. Of course. I'm looking at your shit right now. Let's see, dog. You have this video called Change. Let's fucking check this shit out, dog. Okay, 8 of clubs. Oh shit, my G. Well, I mean, the pass was kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. I see you got the technique, but that angle obviously is really, really good for passes. Let me see. I like the Series 1800 deck you have. And one thing about passes though is also when I'm looking at your pass right now, the sound is one that you definitely need to is something that I think a lot of people neglect. Especially when I was learning it, the sound was something that I just thought was part of it. I know that's a joke. That's a joke. LTC splatter. That's definitely the joke. But the sound is what makes your pass stand out. You have, I think, the good form and the good technique. If you keep practicing, that shit's gonna be dope as shit. If you keep at it, but the sound is something you definitely need to work on for that pass. I really want to shit on you, but I can't. I'm trolling, cunt. I know you're trolling, dude. I'm aware. Hello, Pig Cake. I get turbo sweaty Altismo hands every time I pick up a deck of playing cards. Let me see this. Hold up. What is this? What is that? That's fucking weird. Okay. It says turbo sweaty Altismo hands every time I pick up a deck of cards. Yeah, they do have moisturizers and stuff to kind of dry your hands up. Talcum powder works well. Just to put on your hands briefly. Like, you don't have to drown your fucking hands. Anything with alcohol. So if you get like hand sanitizer, that dries your hands well. But yeah, if you already have sweaty, like clammy hands, you know, they're gonna get sweaty regardless of how much shit you put on them. So yeah, some guy said Germex, LTC, you said Germex and all this stuff. It feels surreal to have someone I look up to as a magician response to shit I'm typing. It reminds me that you are a real cunt. Thank you for being a real cunt. I appreciate being a real cunt. Thank you, dog. Again, I'm a human being. I'm not something that is, you know, I'm glad you enjoy my shit, but I don't think I'm better than anyone. You know, even though I just make videos on YouTube, like that doesn't make me better than anyone. So I'm glad that you have that perception. Julian, I mentioned Julian on my videos. I've been looking up a little bit Julian, and he has that same style of editing when it comes to the way he blocks his videos. So what I mean by that is, for example, the magic is happening here. Like, the camera's over here, right? He's doing the magic for the camera, but the people behind him are reacting. That's the equivalent of me doing this, right? That's the equivalent of me doing this. So the camera is over here. Keep that in mind. I'm doing this. I do this shit. The card changes for the camera, and the people behind me are losing their shit. That's what's happening. That's what I feel is this weird Jizzbrizy Julian style. I don't like that at all because it's obvious what's going on. And I think I even mentioned that it's kind of weird because I remember in that I mentioned what do you call this? Jean-Pierre Vallerino in that World's Greatest Magic special where he's doing the whole, he's producing the shits, and then at the end he produces champagne glasses. I mean, with the angle of the people behind him, there's a little bit of suspicion there that, they put a little bit of a blind eye on that motherfucker. So, it's just a weird thing. Let me go back, see if there's anything interesting here. ELS, you said, how do you feel like Card Shuffler uploaded a video based on an original Pig Cake Productions card trick? I think if he credits appropriately, and I'm not just saying crediting me, I'm saying if, for example, I showed something that was based on, like the last trick that I put up was something based on the idea of the crosscut force by Max. Okay, all right, let me go back here. One of the last tricks that I put this week, I showed a crosscut force with a subtlety by Max Maven, right? I put that video out. I'm crediting Max Maven for that concept of the crosscut force. Obviously, the crosscut force itself goes back to Max Holden, but what I'm saying is that idea of, the attention to the crosscut force is Max Maven's concept, right? So, hear me out. If, just using this as an example, if somebody decides to make a video based on a trick that I put on my channel, I would hope they would at least mention either me or the person that credited and invented the trick. So if Card Shuffler made a trick, saying, however, if it's one of my tricks, I mean, dog, come on, say, hey man, Pig Cake did this shit. So yeah, I'm just saying, dog, you not only just say, hey man, I got this from Pig Cake, but also make sure to credit, for example, Max Maven, or credit Ted Animan, credit Di Vernon, credit Ed Marlowe, Again, the thing that I'm stressing is that magic is built upon the shoulders of giants. It's not something that just came from the fucking air, Jizzbrizy. It's not something that just blew in. Magic was built on the shoulders of giants. People came up with these ideas, and the people that came up with these ideas need to be credited as to them coming up with these ideas, because then the art of magic gets lost. And then it stops becoming an art and just becomes a platform for people like fucking Jizzbrizy using magic just to propel their social media entrepreneurship, which, by the way, let me remind you, right now, Pig Cake Army, Twitter, 1,004 followers, 1,500 is the goal. So one day I too could be a fucking social media entrepreneur like Jizzbrizy, or better than Jizzbrizy. Suck my black dick. I'm not saying I'm black, but my penis is the darkest part of my body, so that's why I mentioned that for posterity. Jay Sankey did a tutorial for a trick, and he made Chris do some cardistry stuff, and he was like, ooh, nice, that's really funny. That's funny as fuck. When you become a social media entrepreneur, do you think Jay Sankey may unblock you? I hope. I love fucking Jay, dude. I love Jay Sankey, and if I made a stupid joke on Twitter saying I would fist fight Jay Sankey, but I didn't know there was a Magic Club in Miami, by the way. I didn't know there was one. And if I did join that, I wouldn't say I'm Pig Cake. You wouldn't know. I just show up, it looks like some other fucking dude, and you wouldn't know. But if I did make a joke, let me just say this here, Jay, talking to you. I know you don't watch my shit, Jay, but I'm a fan. I love you, Jay. All right, you block me on Twitter. I think you blocked me on YouTube. I love you. I love your magic. If I had an opportunity to touch your bald head, I'd do it with my tongue. So please unblock me, dog. Please unblock me. I love you. Let Pig Cake go. So maybe once I become a social media entrepreneur, Jay Sankey may unblock you, or me. So yeah, I hope that answers. Did you hear that day Vernon died? No. I was an infant when Di Vernon died. Di Vernon died, what, 92? Let me see if my math history is correct. Oh, if he died in 90. I know Ed died in 91. Hey, who the fuck? Dog, who the fuck is a magic fucking historian here, dog? Get the fuck out of here. Of course, Di Vernon died August 21st, 1992. And Ed Marlowe died in 91, just like I fucking said. So yeah, I was a dumb small cunt when he died. So because you have experience from kids, that sounds rapey as shit. What's a good way to perform magic for them? Because they look at every little thing like angles. I wouldn't say any advice for me, like from me, to perform to kids, like, people that are, I would say, elementary and younger, is good. I don't have that much experience performing for little kids. Anyone that does gets all the fucking, love from me, because that must be the hardest gig. That must be the hardest gig, man. Like fucking, I think Chris Capehart is one. He's a guy that does a bunch of kid stuff. That shit scares the absolute fuck out of me. Because kids are fucking nuts. They'll grab your shit. They won't give a fuck. So if you don't have audience management, they're gonna eat you alive. So, what do I think of Darren Brown? I love Darren Brown. Darren Brown's fucking amazing. I said this in the last live stream. I think that he changed the scope of mentalism. He kind of fucked it for a little while, because he did what I call he did what I like to call hot shotting. Hot shotting is a term from wrestling. That's let me just put myself out here. Hot shotting is a term that I first heard from the wrestling world, where it would be pretty much that you are. God, I'm gonna get nerdy here. I'm really gonna get fucked in terms of explaining this. Hot shotting, right? In the 90s, there was a great wrestling war where there were three major wrestling companies. You had WWF at the time, you had WCW, and ECW. ECW was known for throwing people through flaming tables, smashing fucking, glass tubes on their fucking heads. That's CZW. You had a bunch of these people, right? Here's the problem. Hot shotting is what ECW did, which is pretty much blowing everything, going balls to the wall with something, pushing it straight to the wall, going balls to the fucking wall. What that does is that it brings down everything else, because then things are never going to get as crazy as what they did. So you've pushed the bar high enough that nobody's ever going to hit that bar, and that's not a good thing. That's what I'm saying. So hot shotting is pushing the bar so far that nobody could fucking touch that bar. And you would think that'd be great, and it is in the short term. But long term, it's cancer. It's crap, because it's never recovered. So I forgot where I was going with hot shotting. I said hot shotting in relation to something, and then I went on a wrestling tirade and forgot what the fuck my point was. But I was gonna tie hot shotting to magic. That's fucking phenomenal. Was it Jizzbrizy? But I don't think Jizzbrizy's hot shotting anything. I forgot what somebody said that got me into the term hot shotting. Motherfucker. Fuck. Yeah, for now you all fucking, I forgot. Fuck it. Now I just went on a wrestling tirade and then I fucking forgot. Oh, Darren Brown. Oh, okay. Thank you guys. Fucking so smart. What I meant is that Darren Brown hot-shotted the game of mentalism. So he pushed the bar so far that I think it took a long time for it to recover, and it took a long time for people to be able to touch that bar again, because he kind of changed the game of mentalism. Mentalism for a long time is, at least the way it was portrayed on TV, was, this weird pseudo, it was this convoluted methods. Darren Brown streamlined everything and made it about the air of compromise that you cannot see, meaning that the way it's going to appear is that he says, you think of a card, you got one, think of it, 8 of spades. That's the way he wants to appear, it to appear. Is that necessarily what's happening? No. Is there a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that you don't see? Yeah. But pushing it there kind of pushes the bar in a way that made that style of mentalism unobtainable. So that's what I'm saying about hot shotting and pushing things. But I think it's recovered definitely since then. So there you go. That's what that meant. Thank you guys for bringing me back to Darren Brown, and now I have a bunch of WWE questions. Beats. Not only did I meet Di Vernon once. Come on, dude. Okay, you cunt. I also owned a WWF domain for a month or so. I don't believe you, dude. Why do I not believe you, cunt? That's fucking... You fucking cunt. I don't get Darren Brown. Is it all fake? Clearly, I can't tell you that because I don't know from experience. But I think that he's just using the means of TV to portray a story. Beats proof or didn't happen, cunt. I want tit pits. I want the what is it? You know, if somebody says, "Yo, this girl sent me dick or tit pics," yo, pics or it didn't happen. Let me see. I've concluded that you're fat, sunburned, and white because pig bacon is pink like white penis, and nerdy kids do magic tricks. You're welcome. Pig cunt exposed. This is coming from this. Fuck, I think the connection was shit. Yeah, I apologize. Connection is high. God damn, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Park it and see what's happening here. Oh, Overwatch. Hashtag. Hashtag lag. That's happening. Let me see how I can fix it from here. Now it's good. Motherfucker. Jesus. There you go. Let me see how I can fix this shit, hopefully. So it doesn't turn to absolute AIDS. I mean, I don't want to have to end this live. Let me see if I can go to live control room and figure this out just in settings. I might. That'll make me happy. Live control room, let's see. Yeah, the lag is shit here. And it keeps jumping up, right? So right now it's good, and then it's going to go back to, okay, I think it's good. I think it's fixed now. Motherfucker. Might be the weather. Weather's shit over here. Okay, hold up. Let me answer some of these hot questions that y'all have. Oh, Parsaibo. Yeah, I was going to look through the shit, but it's Overwatch, and I don't play that, so I can't really shit on you. What's your favorite marking system? Mine is the Boris Wild marking. The Boris Wild marking systems, those are always my favorite by all means. Boris Wild, he has, I think, the simplest way of marking cards. On Patreon, I showed a very easy way of marking bicycle cards. I mean, I've showed it on the live stream. Fuck it, I'll show it this time. Let me see if I have bicycle cards somewhere here. I might, so I could show y'all how I mark them. Again, nothing original to me. This is just, you know, a combination of stuff. Right, I think I do have. Yeah, actually, these are marked. I marked these. I showed this on. Oh, these aren't marked. Motherfucker. I thought they were. I showed this on Patreon. How they're marked. But let me see if I can give you an example of these. So these are a little bit marked, but on Patreon, I'll just show this to you guys. Why the fuck not? So you notice that there's a 5 and a C there, right? On Patreon, the marking system that I was just talking about is I just try to replicate the Boris Wild system with a bicycle deck of cards, and without having to, you know, fucking pay for it. But what I did is that I moved this up here, right? So this says 5C. I just put the 5 and the C, and you get extra thin Sharpie markers, and you just write 5 and C there, and it's marked. That's it. Or 5 spades. So you write it right there on that little on the top of the angel. That was just, you know, that's just how I mark cards. I've just marked them that way. I played around with a system where I mark the sides. So for example, up here is ace, 2, 3, and I just put a little notch there, right? So that at a glance, I could just look at the card by looking at the length. But one thing that I have against the markings that I've seen are that you have to look at multiple spots on a cards. What I love about Boris Wild is that you're looking at one spot. And in the original David Blaine marked cards, the markings were right fucking here, dog. They were right here. They were clear as day. You could see them from afar, and they were still right there. So I just went over on Patreon how to do that. That was just a quick tip. So there y'all go. Y'all getting some of that stuff. That good. I love block work. Don't get me wrong. Block work obviously is just shading certain parts of the the card back. But I just like just putting the fucking thing there. Just 5C. I mean, let me see. Somebody says, hey, Muppet on meds, $2 hot. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that. I don't have the marked deck on me now. I just want to give you an example. That one card is marked, but I didn't mark the rest of them. Let me see if I can find the other marked deck. I know I put it somewhere fucking here. Ah, yeah, that shit's gone. But what I was just showing you guys is that it's within perfect reason to mark a cards. Okay. I'll be right back with the cards. All right, I need to get the actual cards. I'll be right back with those motherfuckers. Get a drink. Don't leave. I'm going to copy H3 here and say if you leave, I'll fucking kill you. I'm not going to kill you. I love you. All right, but I'll be right back. Let me get the cards. Motherfucker. Yeah, I can't find those. Fuck it. All right, let me just try to explain it as best that I can on the shit. So I talked about this on Patreon. Again, not to shill it, but I'm going to go shill it. On bicycle cards. All right, the markings that I was talking about was up here, right? Up here on this little blank spot in the little angel, right? There's a lot of work that they shade, like even these. You see that this one has shading over here? What you do is that you get a Sharpie marker that's red and thin. So the thin tip ones. And up here, on the body of the angel, in very thin writing, you write whatever the card is. Here's Jack of Clubs. So I would write a J and a C right there. Right? That's what I would do. And then I do that on the other side. That way you're avoiding, there was a very common system here where you blocked out the little guys here. So you blocked out these motherfuckers. That's not worth it. There was another one that you blocked these things out. I've just always found that it's a lot easier to just write the fucking thing there. And it's blended in with the color. So that's what I was talking about on Patreon, and that's what I was telling you guys right now. I just think that that's the easiest way to mark it. I've played around with different areas on where to mark the cards. For example, these. That's not to say that this is the deck that I marked, but let me just see if I could show you guys here as an example. You see the 5 right there on the edge, right? That's a 5. That is where I played around with one area. Then I moved it up here to the body of the angel, and I found that works way better. So I hope that makes more sense. Somebody said H3 won the podcast or the lawsuit. Yeah, fuck Matt, cunt. You might be retarded. You might be fucking disabled. Let me see if I could even. I wish I had the deck, because I had a deck over here that I marked in that style, and I don't know where the fuck I put it now. So it would have made more sense. That's funny. This illusion is shit. Thank you, dog. I know certain things that no one else noticed. You're diabetic. You like to work out. You have a DS relationship with your spouse. Yeah, he's not gay. It's a gimmick. Um, that's fucking weird. I'm actually not diabetic. I don't know where you got that I'm diabetic. And I'm glad that you went for the whole Sherlock thing, dog. Malik magician. I'm not fucking diabetic, dog. I don't know where you got that from. I like diet stuff, but I mean, yeah, I don't know where you got that. That's fucking great. Opinion on the Knights marking system? I'm not a fan of those. He's not diabetic. My dude, yeah, dude, I love cookies though. That's my problem. I'm not diabetic, but I will be. And Muppets on meds. Damn, another $2 hot. Thank you, dog. I fucking appreciate the shit out of that. Y'all killing the game here. And Beats. Okay. So dive right in story. Met him at age 11 at a magic convention. The magic hands in Germany probably liked me because we had the same broken arm condition. So I was allowed to sit at his table with Rocco Solano. Damn, boy. Again, I'm someone that is very easy to believe people. Like I'm someone that will probably get and I hope YouTube doesn't like fucking take my video out, but I will probably get. I'm very easy to rape. Let's just use that language here because hear me out. Hear me out here, dog. If somebody asks me for directions, I will put my head in your car and be as friendly as possible and give you fucking directions. To the point where I had a couple stop me in the street and ask me, hey, do you know how to get to this point? And I had them follow me. To fucking, to where they wanted to go. So I actually took them. I had them follow behind me and took them to wherever they needed to go because they didn't know how to drive around the different streets and shit. They could have easily said, hey, man, we need to go to this shit. Wait, that was you. That's funny, David Q. Hey, we need to go to this place. And then it turns out that they fucking, they take me to the back alley and they fucking have my butthole. So, yeah, I'm, very fucking vulnerable. So what I'm saying is that I'm believing your story just because I'm very easy to believe. That's what I'm saying. I'm very easy to convince and someone that's very easy to believe stories. So no, but yeah, that's crazy. That is fucking nuts, dude. I mean, if you've had that opportunity, that's fucking a golden opportunity. Someone that's so revered in magic to like sit down, even at their table, even at 11, not completely understanding, the whole, not understanding what everything means. Like that fucking blows my mind. Like that would be such a fucking great opportunity. It's a shame that you can't. There are people that I would have loved to at least sit and watch them perform, but I can't. Eugene Berger is one. Fuck. One that's, what's this guy's name? Aldo Colombini. He's one that I love to have seen. I would have loved to have seen Aldo Colombini, but unfortunately, he's not. He's gone. This guy recently, Daryl. That one hit me hard. Fuck, I love Daryl. I could be a cunt, but fuck, Daryl's one of those ones that you grew up watching his tapes, you grew up watching his videos, and then you find out that fuck, it turns out that jolly personality wasn't real. That he was really kind of hiding this. His true kind of feelings with this facade and character. It's really sad, and that's a shame. Another fucking guy, lead singer of Survivor, fucking Jimmy Jamison, motherfucker. Why did you have to die? You fucking that guy had like he overdosed on something. Motherfucker, this guy died before I could even hear him. I didn't get his greatness. Well, at that point he was already fucked. In the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, that guy was fucked already. So, he did have all that experience, but unfortunately, he was kind of ditzy from all the readings that I've had of him. And Aldo was one of the best. That was a shame. And that whole thing was sad because he passed, and then from my understanding, his wife passed. Fuck, that sucks. Bob Cassidy, motherfucker. Bob Cassidy, he's another one. Can you spread pass? Yeah, but this is the worst angle. I mean, that's the worst spread pass. That's the worst spread pass, but I mean, that's the best I could do with that angle there. Rene Lavande is another one. God, yeah, that sucks, man. That really does suck. Fuck. It's just a shame, man, and it's selfish. It's really selfish because it's for selfish reasons that I'd love to be able to, sit these guys. Yeah, he's another one, Kendrick. He's a fucking other one. Ascanio. I'd love to see Tamaris. I mean, I don't want to be morbid, but Tamaris is getting up there. He's old. So I'd love to see him. I mean, I'm glad that his magic will still kind of live on in people like Danny D'Artis. And, just a bunch of people that's a shame. I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead, you cunt. I'm not going to say his name, bro. I'm not gonna say his name. You try to get me there. You trap me to try to say his name. But he's another one that's phenomenal. I remember watching a couple of his videos. If you have the opportunity, watching Juan Tamariz on FISM, like he has one in I think 89, a FISM that was there. It was either 89 or 86. It's fucking amazing. And that guy has looked the same for fucking 25 years. Sheesh, that guy's been old his entire fucking life. But I love that guy. Let me see this. I want to see Evan ever perform coin bite. Sheesh, that's fucked. That is definitely fucked. Hey, Russian genius. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a shame, man. All these people are dying, and you kind of miss opportunities to watch them actually perform live. It's very sad, very sad. But that's fucking life, dog. Man, I fucking guarantee you, Jizzbrizy can't even fucking name 10 magicians that have had a profound influence and or impact on Magic. Motherfucker. Sorry, I got triggered again. I got a hot trigger. Larry Jennings, Larry Jennings would be another one. I again don't want to spread stuff. From my understanding, the guy was always he had a problem with the kahao, if you know what I mean, the alcohol for the majority of his adult life, which kind of sucks. So I imagine, outside of his Magic, probably knowing Larry Jennings would be exhausting. But that's fucking dope. Larry Jennings would be another one. I mean, yeah, if you had the opportunity to suck Harry Lorraine's cock. Wait, WWF story. WWF had a legal battle with the Panda guys. Yeah, World Wildlife Fund. Motherfuckers. Court changed the name. So I saw the domain expiring. You got it for $8. But then that means that they would have had to have paid you for that. Right? Beats? And if that's true, then that means that you would have had to have made, if they would have settled with you, they would have made a shit ton of money. In which case, that'd be dope. That what I'm saying is that, I'm pretty sure if you would have owned WWF, even for a little bit, they would have paid you to get out of it, no? Let me check. Let me check this shit, see if there's anything there. Nope, story was long. All right, but I mean, yeah, that's kind of a synopsized way of doing it. That's fucking funny. I sold it to Domain Millionaire Guy for $10K. That's a fucking great story. I will tell you. That's a legitimate story, which I am. I'm not down on your credibility, but that is a very legitimate story. Just for fucking somebody's stupidity. Who's this guy? They did that with, I think, Jeb Bush recently. A year ago. When he was running for president, I think his website expired, and then Trump's people bought it. And when you went to jebbush.com, it would link you to Trump's website, which I just found fucking hysterical. Because these guys need to get on their shit. One that would be great is if you bought a Scientology domain, and then they're trying to buy. They would pay you probably handsomely, just to get that shit back. see. Would you pet Daniel Mattison's beard? I would. Yeah. Without a doubt. Have you found your dad yet? No, my dad's still getting that pack of cigarettes. Unfortunately. Let's see. Cunt, ass, bitch, motherfucker. Get a face cam. Thank you, cunt. Yeah, fucking. Let me check you out, Navy SEALs copy pasta. You motherfucker. Let me check your shit out. Your channel's probably. Let me see what shit you're following here. Okay, you got Rise Magic. They're dope. You got Rice Gum. Fuck. Jeesh. That's cancer. You got Xavier. That's dope. KSI. Ramsey TV. Drum Alert. Shout out. Sniper Wolf. Damn, man. What, you like fake bitches? Colby. FaZe Rug. What the Wolfie Raps. Holy shit. Collins. Yeah. My guy. My guy. My guy. What are you following, bro? Justify. Please. Okay, I'm going to turn this stream on you, man. Justify. Justify to me. Why? Watching a 20-year-old motherfucker eat slime is content, entertaining content. Please indulge me here. Collins Key. I'm talking about Collins Key. Because Collins Key went from doing street magic videos to making videos where he's ingesting slime and doing all these videos where he's pretty much, oh yeah guys, here I'm doing the crazy challenge here. So what about that is worth saying, hey, I'm subscribed to this? What about that is worthwhile content? I want you to explain that to me. Like, what about that is like, damn, man, that's good. Do I know Spoon the Bend? No. I'm going to look at what else you're sub to. Let me look up what else you're sub to. Why would somebody be entertained by watching you pringado? Listen, dog. Because my shit's funny, man. That's why. My shit's funny. My shit's funny, man. That's why. I don't know what else to tell you, dog. My shit's pretty funny. I would say so myself. But my dog here is not only subbed to Wolfie Raps, which is already AIDS, but Collins Key. You know what I haven't seen yet? Pig, though. Let me see. Oh, you got FaZe Banks, man. Evan Era. Hold up. Hold the fuck up here. Hold up, dog. Copy pasta. Fucking. I don't see Pig Cake anywhere here. Do I see Pig Cake? No, I don't. Let me find myself. I might be wrong. Pig. Oh, I am sub. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. I was so triggered. Dog, you almost fucked my day up. You almost fucked my day up, dog. You got me out of my chair here, motherfucker. I thought for one hot second, look, I got you on Drama Alert. I got you on even Danielle Brigoli. All right? I got you on her. I got you. I got you on Ramsey. I got you on Russian Genius. All right? I even got you on Ramsey Video Game Channel. All right? I got you on, who else am I giving you a pass on here? Rise Magic, I'm giving you a pass. Bro, I am not giving you a pass on Sniper Wolf. All right? My G. My G. Fuck, if you could see what's happening behind here. All right, I'm good. I'm done. I'm done, Navy SEAL copy pista. I'm good. I'm good. Muppet on meds. Hey, dog, why do you keep dropping $2 on me, man? I appreciate that. You keep fucking dropping and contributing to my shit, which I appreciate tremendously. I like that, man. Thank you. I'll unsubscribe. No, you can do whatever you want, man. It's a free country. I'm just saying, dog, why do you gotta be a cunt, man? Why you gotta be a cunt? Call me a cunt out here. All right, and then you sub to people like Evan Era TV and fucking Collins cunt. Get the... If you had Jizzbrizy on there, I would have lost my shit, dog. I would have lost my shit. I'm just too drunk, just saying. That's not a good thing. You shouldn't be drunk with a credit card there. Yeah, that's not a good, somebody say turnover pass. Turnover pass. Yeah, I can do one. I'll do a quick turnover pass. The turnover pass that I learned was from Expert Card Technique. Obviously, from here, it's the shittiest angle. Here's the thing. You do it head on. That's the way it's described in the book. You know? I like to come at it from a back angle. To kind of use this hand to shield it. That's where I like to come from, doing this move. But, you know, the thing is that the turnover pass is a very specific move to me in that I only use it, for example, when it's if I'm doing like a color change. I'm not going to use it as an actual move or control. I'll use it as a color change. So I'll just use it, for example, if I want to change the ace of clubs as I'm turning the deck, I'll just do that. But I'm not a real fan of using that as a what do you call this? Motherfucker, as a control. That's what I mean. Can you design cards for me, Andrew Moat? Again, I already said that I have a dude that's a friend of mine that's, you know, he loves graphic design. He's into all that shit. I mean, I would like to see something if you can, but I'm pretty much set with this guy. Can you please get those white Matteson cards out? I beg. They're like in a closet somewhere. Hold up. Let me go back through here. See, there's hot stuff. Hold up, because these are coming in hot. I've got a physics exam to study for, but this is so much better to watch. Yeah, I'm procrastination, dog. Let me see. I love Scam School. I love Brian Brushwood. I fucking love that guy. Let me see. Somebody said spread pass. Well, okay. The first time I saw the spread pass is from Greg Wilson's tape, Pyrotechnic Pasteboards. That's the first time that I saw his spread pass, and I really liked it. And he did a variation on it that's called the out jog spread pass, which is a really crazy move. I also saw the spread pass done in the Darryl tapes. But the thing that I liked about the Darryl tapes is that Darryl did it as an open move, which I found super fucking crazy. So Darryl, he would use it as a very open control. So he'd have the card spread like this, and then he'd say, there's your card. I'm going to put these cards on top. Very fair. And that card's on top. That's the way Darryl did it. I've always found that that's very fucking weird and very open and very brazen. I've never tried it, but I could see why it would work. But I remember that, watching that in one of it. I think it's Encyclopedia of Card Slides, right? Darryl goes over that and makes it a turnover pass that's open. He does it like that. So he pretty much doesn't move in the open. He says, okay, there's your king of clubs. I'm going to square up the deck, put these cards on top, and, you know, the cards control to the top. That's the way Darryl, I first saw it on Darryl's, on Encyclopedia Card Slides. It's an interesting move to look at it that way. I wouldn't do myself a spread pass in performance. I'd rather go for like a dribble pass. I'd rather go for a regular classic pass, but I wouldn't necessarily go for a spread pass. Hold up, what's happening here? Spread pass open, not turnover, you noob. What does that even mean, dog? What are you talking about, dog? I don't know what you mean. A spread pass open, not turnover. What? You're not making sense, cunt. And Beats, my favorite 3-card money is Darryl's. That's for sure. You said turnover pass. Oh, okay, sorry. Because the earlier question was do a turnover pass, right? That was the earlier question. Just do the turnover pass. But as far as the spread pass, that was just, my take on the spread pass, which, I mean, I'm not saying that's my take. I'm saying that when I first saw it was both Greg Wilson do it as a hidden move. He did it as an out jog. So he pretty much did it as an out jog spread pass where he was able to out jog a card like this and then seemingly underdoing the pass square of discarding, which looks like it's going in the middle of the deck, and then that card's being controlled second from the bottom. That's where I first saw it. Then I saw Daryl do it as an open move, and I thought that was a very interesting concept, doing that spread pass in the open. Let me go. Can you show us a Daryl 3-card money? No. I mean, I haven't seen that in years. I really haven't seen that in so many fucking years. I know he had that tape that was brought out where he showed his 3-card money. And I thought that was a fucking amazing fucking variation on it. But you got to realize, when I was seeing that, I was young as fuck. And that was the first time I saw that bent corner bit. I don't know if you guys are aware of the 3-card money. But just to give you kind of a hot example here. So in the version that he did, that I saw, it was the first time I've ever seen anybody do the bent corner gag. Which is that they bend a corner, right? And then you're following that card along. So that's the bent corner. And then the bent corner ends up being the ace in the middle. That twist wrecked my asshole. So Daryl was the first time I saw that. But then obviously I looked deeper into it, and Daryl didn't come out with that. That's just his take on the classic 3-card money routine. But I really that's, I guess, the better one. Then they have Garrett Thomas has this other one, 4-card money. That's unbelievable. That one's a fucking amazing fucking thing, and he makes it look like fucking magic, like real magic. So that's another one. Muppets on meds, man. You got to get off the alcohol, dog. Well, thank you, man. What did the black kid get for Christmas? Your bike. Nice. That's fucking hysterical. That is fucked. Bluff pass. I talked about this on Patreon. I have a bluff pass on Patreon. I don't want to keep shilling my shit, but I don't think it'd be super fair. But I do talk about my take on the bluff pass there. I don't like the bluff pass as a move. I really don't. But I do have a little bit of a variation on it. That is just breaking down the move. So the classic, the move is here. Somebody calls stop wherever they want. You show them that card. They call stop again. You pick up only the top card. They put that card back. You replace that, and then that's the spread pass, right? Or sorry, that's the bluff pass. I on Patreon show kind of a variation on how to break it down. So pretty much use the same actions, but So I would encourage you to check it out there if you want to see it. Let me see some other shit here. Making it rain. Yeah, making it rain, dog. Somebody says I'm so diligent. Navy SEAL copy paste. Cunt. That's great. It's my 7th stream in a row. I didn't know you have autism. Oh, that's funny. Thank you. Yeah. Most high performing autist. Favorite color change is from the bottom steel. That's my favorite color change. There's no particular color change. That's my favorite one, I guess. It's a color change where you just steal the bottom card and rear palm. I learned that technique I learned that move in expert card technique. And what do you mean that's not what you said? Hold up. Aaron Feldman, you said, if I do recall correctly, you said, this is my 7th stream in a row. I don't know how I don't have autism yet. Wait, never mind. Yeah. I mean, I read that I have autism because, come on. Have you seen my videos? But yeah, if you're taking credit for your own autism, by all means, dog. Yeah. Show us that rear palm. Yeah, the rear palm, I just use that technique. This is the Kelly replacement move. The Kelly bottom replacement move. Some people recognize it as kind of the first step to the clip shift, right? But I just like the separation of just separating the cards here. And if you separate the cards and keep them towards your palm, it's very easy to just steal that card off into this rear palm. Obviously, if your hands are covered from the front, you're not going to see the card. But as you're transferring the deck from right hand to left hand, you steal the card there, right? And then that's, you do the color change that way. It's not, it doesn't have a name. It's not like a it's just a palm and replacement. It's as simple as that. It's the same if you choose to do one of these, classic palm color changes. It's the same shit. Only difference is that I'm doing it as rear palm. But I really like that. And the angles you would think are really shit, but they're not. I've actually done this. I don't want to say that I've done it to this side, to the spectator, but I've done it with the angles pretty much as bad as they could be, and the color change still goes through. And if you do it with the card on top, like this, it's a fucking. It looks like the card melts away. So if you do the color change like that, it just looks like the card melts, which is a fucking amazing looking color change. And if you want, you can even do that. Hey, right? Oh shit. That's some hotness. Let me see the comments here. Dog, have you added how many too hot dollars you've dropped since you started the stream? That's fucking dope, man. I do, and I'm going to Andrew Moat. I'm gonna break down that color change. But it's the steel that I really like. It's that bottom rear palm steel that I really, really like. And, to say a little bit more about it, it's a really good move for a side steal. Yeah, it's a really good move for a side steal. So if you want to have that card, right, you show the card, score it up, make sure your angles are good. Score it up as you maybe fidget around, and that card's on top. So that's kind of hot as a side steal. But what I like about the rear palm is that you don't have to have the card in full palm, You could just have the card in rear palm and your fingers are a little bit more open. So I enjoyed it that way than just doing that. I know this guy goes over really nice Paul Cummings idea where he does that thing as a side steal. I just like rear palm. I really like the rear palm as a technique there. So that's hotness. Hey, let me see if I get some country here. Oh shit. Damn. That's some hot shit, dog. Let me see some other stuff here. That's hotness. Did you know that 9 out of 10 people enjoy gang rape? Yeah, that's true. That is some hotness. It's fuck, boy. You know what I wanted to do here? I'll do this here. I'll do this live. Because I was going to put a discount anyways on this. Let me do this anyways. Pigcake.me. I've seen the pH on the roof. I did see that and I did like it only because of this thing. I like the concept of pretty much, again, I don't want to expose it, but this is a well-known color change. So that's why I'm showing it here. But pretty much just the idea of pulling the card back under Erdnase and making the card vanish like that. It's a very fucking beautiful thing, obviously I'm flashing there. But I really like that. And the part that I hated the most about the Erdnase shuffle is the justification for pulling your hand back. I never liked that move. So on the Erdnase color change, you have to pull your hand back. And I never liked that at all. But if you already have the card out, there's no need to push the card forward and then push it back even sneakily. So for that, it's just a beautiful looking thing that it seems like the card just fucking melts away in stages. What that pH thing, that video, what I like about it is that it makes the card look like it's disappearing in stages, which is always a fucking, it's always a dope thing. But yeah, and that's coming from Mr. Anti-Illusionist here. Fucking cunt-terrific cunts. Let me do this here. Hold up, give me one hot second so that I could do this. And hold up, somebody said pig cake is made with the name. Anyway, you said Acan, so Peter Turner's. Another one that I recommend heavily, fucking heavily, dude. There's an amazing fucking trick by Andrew Gerard in the latest project that he has called what's it called? Andrew Gerard on Hoy, where he does an any card at any number that I am shitting my ass for not thinking of it earlier. But it's a bluff, it's a bluff concept. It's based on the Hoy principle. Fuck that guy for being so smart. Damn, man. That's, fucking amazing. So that's one. Bodan. It's me that got the name. Anyway, you said Akan, so Peter Turner, psych. Okay, I'll check those out. I'll definitely check those out, dog. I just spent $200 on Illusionist. Let me do this here. Hold up. I wanted to do a discount for the shit. Because why not? Pigcuntarmy. That's what it was. Pig cunt. Okay, so let me just drop this, and I'll leave this in the title too, because why not? Oh yeah. Pigcuntarmy safe. Actually, no, I'll edit that shit. I'll make it 4. I'll do 7. That's hot. Save. Pigcuntarmy. I'll leave this as the title of this video. I'll change it as that. Yeah, I just wanted to do that. So yeah, I'm just putting a coupon for that motherfucker in case people want to buy it and get $7 off. I'll put that on the title and the description for those people that don't have persistence of memory and want to check it out. Somebody said if I got raped by my ear rape. Yes, I have. As a matter of fact, when I first started making the videos and I censored myself, you know, every time I said fuck, shit, cock, I would fucking bleep it out. I didn't notice audio levels. I didn't know about audio levels. So the beep that I used was fucking loud as shit. So I put my headphones on and then edit and then press space to play, and the fucking beep would go on, and it just fucking wrecked my ass. Like, it was just the loudest shit I've ever heard. It was the most jarring goddamn sound. So I have ear raped myself. $200 wasted on Illusionist. That's funny. I did buy Cypher. Cypher was really, really good. I do like it. The only thing I don't fucking like is that it doesn't work with my phone yet. Piggy, when you hit 100K, will you reveal your face? No. I mean, I've said for the longest thing, my thing is that I had the concept for the channel in a certain way, and I really enjoy the idea of letting kind of the character and letting, you know, the whole pig cake thing just be based on not showing my face. Like, I don't think there's a necessity for that. So it's more of a, as fucking gay as that sounds, an artistic choice not to show my face than anything other than that. So I just prefer not to show it. And, you know, from the start, I wanted to make the channel like Miss Mag on crack. Like if Miss Mag took crack. So, you know, that's why I don't necessarily want to show my face. So that's pretty much why, because of that. It's like that good mystery, you know, it's like that good mystery. So it's nothing that's too fucking, it's not a special face. It's like a, you know, cunt. I look like a cunt. But I just like that anonymity. So that's why I choose to stick to that, even if it might be harder to build a following without people seeing your face. But yeah, there you go. If Miss Mag does a face reveal, I will. Miss Mag has like a million subs on YouTube. You know, at that point, he could do whatever. He could show his dick, and it's all good. You know, but I'm just keeping it as the mystery. I want to keep that mystery. Plus, it's interesting. It'll be interesting, you know, to be able to go to like a convention or something like that, and you don't know I'm there. That's fucking great. That's, you know, that's a fucking hysterical concept or idea to me. Let me see the shit. I'm a cunt version of Miss Mag. That's funny. I used to watch a lot of Miss Mag stuff when he would come out with videos, because that was kind of my first. Obviously, I came from Magic before. There's a lot of people that have come into Magic just based on YouTube. I came into Magic just based on you know, Magic itself. So I just loved Magic from that sense. Miss Mag, I don't necessarily know if he did Magic professionally, or if he just did Magic in general and then decided to film himself. But, you know, and a lot of people don't necessarily like his stuff. I do, because that's what got me into the whole idea of Magic tutorials on YouTube. You know, that's what got me into it. And the fact that he's this wholesome guy that does all these like little tricks and stuff. I really like that. I sent him an email a little while ago telling him that I love his shit. I appreciate it. I would love to work with him and all that stuff. So that's great. But he was kind of the first one there, so I really like that. Hey, somebody says thanks for the coupon. Just bought your persistence. Oh, how'd you get the coupon? I didn't even put it up yet. Dog, you cray cray? PRC mock. Oh, because you heard me say it. Is that why? Well, I mean, it's pigcuntarmy. That's the coupon code if you don't want it for that. Okay, there you go. How funny is that? I want to put it up in the description later. But that's just for 7 off for persistence of memory. I'm just going to keep that up until probably Monday. Let me go. Expires on Monday. Yeah, I'll just keep that till then. Just because, again, I really like that. I really like that project because did my $2 just go to fuck? No, Muppets. I just noticed it, man. You are a big dick Muppet. But the only problem is that you don't have the best Muppet as your profile pic. You cunt. You don't have the best Muppet. You have the best Muppet is Kermit. Actually, the best Muppet is Constantine. Constantine is a fucking legit. And the thing should be pigcuntarmy. That should be the code. I don't know why it doesn't work. But it should be pigcuntarmy for persistence of memory. That's what it works on, for persistence of memory. Dog, hold on, I said there's one here for all core. Yeah, that's the one that should work. Unblock the pig, that's funny. So left, no animal, best Muppet. Come on, man, Constantine, dog. Constantine is the best fucking Muppet from that movie where he's a fucking, that shit hysterical. Kareem, you can get it from pigcake.me. So you go to www.pigcake.me. Social media entrepreneur. Not yet. When I get to 1,500 Twitter followers, that's when I'm a social media entrepreneur. But yeah, again, I just gave that coupon because, again, it's hot dollars on me for that trick. But I really like that concept of that memory thing. And for whoever said that the Joel Givens book on penguinmagic.com is $12, fuck. Because on the persistence of memory, I used a variation of a trick by Joel Givens called, let me see if I can find it here, hopefully. I used a trick by Joel Givens on his, it's actually called Session by Joshua J. and Joel Givens, if you could find that book, called More Memory Man. So I just thought that was a great thing, so I just wanted to put that there, just because. Somebody said, what? Beats? What's the Street Magic, Card Magic book you recommend? Actually, there's a book on Street Magic that I haven't had the chance of getting yet. Yeah, my trick is called Even More Memory Man, by the way. But the fucking there's a book by Jeff Sheridan called Street Magic, which I'm really interested in getting. It's like a rare ass book, but I want to check it out, see if that's worth my time. But as far as actual book, there's a good one. I recommended obviously that Joel Givens book, or that's one. Also, 3510 by Luke Germain is a good one. So you're stealing other people's material. No, cunt. The reason why I'm saying that, my trick in the Persistence of Memory project, the first trick that I teach there is based on a trick by Joel Givens called More Memory Man. The trick that I have on Persistence of Memory is called Even More Memory Man. The only thing that I kind of pulled from that trick is the structure of his routine. He has a couple bits in there that, he has a couple bits that I kind of done my own little take on, but the structure of that trick I really enjoyed. And that's what the opener of that project is based on. So that's why I mentioned that. Kendrick. Let me see some other stuff. Let me see some other shit. Should you get Cypher? I love Cypher. Yeah, Cypher is really fucking good. The only thing I don't like, obviously, is that you can't use somebody else's phone. You have to use your phone. But the fact is that you're using a trick to get more information from the spectator. So using the classic, toxic force without using the toxic force to get information from the spectator. So from the stuff that they do in that trick, you could get their birthday, their star sign, you could get the day that they were born. So if they were born on a Saturday, you know that. You can get the year that they were born. You could get their PIN number. There's a lot of stuff that you could kind of get from that, which is really fucking dope. So I would recommend Cypher, even though I would shit on Illusionist if I had a turd in my ass. That's the greatest thing I've ever said. Let me see if I could see some shit. Hey, 1,005 followers. One step closer to being a fucking social media entrepreneur, more so than Jizzbrizy. Let me see here real quick. Yeah, there you go. Fuck. Again, the goal here is to get 1,500 on Twitter here, 1,500 followers. So then I could surpass Jizzbrizy and say that I too am a social media entrepreneur here, which is just fucking great. Let me make sure that this is stream. Hold up. Okay, that's dope. Muppets on Meds. My guy. Are you on something else than alcohol, dog? Are you on something else other than alcohol, man? I'm starting to think. Aaron Feldman, yes. I think it's the ratio. But yeah, if you have more followers than Jizzbrizy, you are a social media entrepreneur, dog. Shrooms, that's funny. That's fucking dope, dog. Constantine, though, man, he's the best Muppet. That guy's a G. Let me see. Hold up. Hey, Kareem Nabulsi, follow me on Twitter. That's what I'm talking about, dog. That is the hotness that is fucking being. Let me see. Another reference for you. Pig, Conscious Magic 3. I actually haven't seen that one. I had the first one. I got the first one, Conscious Magic 1. And I thought that it was fucking amazing. But, did I get 1 or 2? I'm not sure which one I had. I either have 1 or 2. But I'm pretty sure 3 is just as fucking good. The one that I have in the persistence of memory, I guess that's why you bring it up about the memory loss. The thing that I did there is I'm just combining a bunch of ideas that I've kind of, that have been around in the idea of making the spectator forget a playing card. The illusion, obviously, is that you're making a spectator forget a playing card, right? That's the goal. That's not going to happen every time. But what is going to happen every time is that if you structure the routine correctly, you'll have it so that the spectator will pretty much trick themselves into thinking that they forgot the card. That's kind of the secret of that. And in the routine, I go over kind of my favorite variation on that shit. So the memory loss thing, I just got a bunch of ideas from Luke Germain, from what's his name? Not Chris Brown, James Brown. There's another one by, I forgot who else I credited there, but there's a bunch of ideas that I kind of put together. There's, I think, a line from Jay Sankey in that, but yeah, Muppet on Mad 722. Yeah, 722 here. James Brown is a magician. Funny enough, James Brown is a magician and the singer, right? There's obviously a singer that's there. Chris Brown is the guy that came up with the Venus trap thing, right? And then there's obviously Chris Brown, a singer. So that's fucking hysterical. That's fucking funny that there are so many fucking, at least two guys that have the same names as goddamn singers. That I'm sure it's hard for them to get like, it's hard for them to fucking, it's hard for them to differentiate themselves from the other people that are more famous. Cipher is Cipher. If I didn't rape that, but it's from Illusionist. It's a calculator trick. The way they went about it, I think, is more intelligent than having an app. They don't have the app in the App Store. They have the website that you have to get the code for, right? But it's sold through illusionist.com. As much as I hate shilling shit from illusionist.com, that's a good product. I can't shit on it. I gotta be fucking give credit where credit's due. That's a really good product. Let me see some other shit here that's hotness. Let me see if there's any hot questions here. Because I might need to turn out here. I might need to turn out here, dog. Because it's been a hot 2 hours here. 2 hours and what? 16 minutes. That's a lot. Holy shit. What about Di Bernardo, the Mexican guitarist? That's fucking hysterical. I already kind of mentioned that, Greg Jones, about Jay Sankey. My thing is that Jay Sankey, I'm all for free speech. I'm all for voicing your own opinions. I'm all for that. I really am a huge kind of proponent of that. But my thing is that you can have the opinion that you don't like that you don't like cardistry. You can have that opinion. It's a perfectly valid opinion to have. You could say, I hate cardistry. I don't like cardistry at all. I myself don't see the entertainment in cardistry, right? That's a perfectly reasonable opinion to have. But where I think Jay Sankey kind of messed up is that Jay Sankey said cardistry doesn't have entertainment value and that it is glorified fidget spinning. So he spoke about it in terms of the broader sense. So he said cardistry doesn't have pretty much entertainment value and it's glorified fidget spinning. He's saying it as if it's a fact. And, even if you might necessarily not like it, people like that shit. People love it, to the point where it's a huge part of, card magic, or, it's trying to incorporate itself into cards themselves. So the way he used language on that, I think he fucked up, which is why he got all that backlash. But if he would have just come on and said, I don't like cardistry, I don't think there's anybody that can't respect that, because that's his own opinion. You can't shoot on someone for their own fucking opinion. Now, where he was wrong was saying that cardistry doesn't have entertainment value. People don't like it. Like that, people like it. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course people love it. Look on Instagram. People have 100,000 followers because of, the amazing things they're doing for cardistry. So, yeah, I think that he messed up in the way he worded it. But I just think that we shouldn't shit on someone for having their opinion, but he should have chosen his words more carefully. That's what I think, Greg. Let me see. Someone else. Jay Sankey, social media entrepreneur. That's funny. Yeah, then he apologized, which is, he apologized. He saw the backlash. Avocado shift. I don't know what the avocado shift is, dog. I don't even know if that's a thing. Do you like cardistry, and what do you think of it? I like cardistry. I like looking at it. I personally think that cardistry and magic are two separate entities, but that's something that you really can't, that's something you can't argue with. You can't say that magic and, the integration. I think that's one of the things that Chris Ramsey was talking about, the idea of cardistry and stuff. But I love looking at cardistry, and I find myself being more and more intrigued about what people are capable of doing within that aspect of cards, right? It's fucking beautiful. It's amazing to look at. Now, do I think cardistry and card magic go together? Not for the most part. Not at all for the most part. I think that they should be two things that are separate, because if you're trying to portray something as, if you're trying to portray something as sleight of hand, then cardistry has every right to be in the trick. If you're doing like a multiple card routine where somebody's finding a card or something like that, and you want to kind of insert some aspects of cardistry, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think there should be two things that are separate. It really depends on your character. It really depends on what you're trying to portray to the audience, if that makes sense. So if you're trying to portray to the audience that you're a sleight of hand god and you're fucking amazing at sleight of hand, then obviously you want to insert a lot of cardistry into your card magic. But if you want to avoid from that sleight of hand and you lean more towards the Danny D'Artiste school of thought or the David Williamson school of thought, then keep that shit away. Fuck. There's no reason why to have that in. So that's my opinion on it. But I generally like to look at it. But yeah, like I think that it has a spot, but it just needs to be put there with careful thought and consideration. It just shouldn't be sprinkled on everything just because it can be done. There's a lot of people that can do fancy sybils. I can almost guarantee you that Darren Brown can do just as fancy of sybil or just, as beautiful cardistry as anybody else. But the difference is that it doesn't align with his character, so that he doesn't do it, even though he can. And I think that's the strength of it. To be able to do it, but to understand when to use it and why to use it. So there you go. That was a long-winded rant on that. Thank you. I've been figuring out how to incorporate it. No. I mean, I think that if you have the right play, Muppets, you motherfucker, you fucking keep dropping these hot. I appreciate that, man. You're fucking killing me here with the hot $2 here. Dry, dude, man, the alcohol. But what was I gonna tell you? If you find the right way to incorporate it, it's fine. But it's a lot easier to incorporate it incorrectly than to incorporate it correctly, if that makes sense. So, for example, if you have a card returned to the deck and you do bits of cardistry, to show that you're shuffling the cards into the deck, you're a fucking moron. You keep that shit away from that. Get that shit away from it. But if you're doing, for example, cardistry in the context of finding cards, like if you want to produce the aces in a way that shows that you're amazing at sleight of hand, if you want to, if you're doing a multiple card find routine, there was a great routine that I saw years ago from a School of Hard Knocks video with Rodney Reyes, where he does this shit. He does a sybil, does a triangle, and then he produces the card this way from the front, right? And that was kind of a way to incorporate, just a card find and a card trick. But again, you're showing sleight of hand. You're displaying skill to the audience. So it really depends if you want to show skill to an audience or if you want to kind of portray your stuff as more real than not. So it'll be very hard, for example, if you do a card peek routine like this. You peek at a card, you have the spectator think of the card, you peek at it yourself, tell them to imagine a card, and then you go, think of your card. All right, you got it? All right, let me just shuffle the cards here. All right, I'm just going to mix the cards up here a little bit. Let me just mix these cards up. I'm just trying to mix these cards up. Give these cards a thorough shuffle. Give these cards as much of a thorough mixing as what the fuck are you doing, dude? That doesn't have a place there. It's about putting putting it where it fits. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get at. If that makes sense. Fuck it. Right? Are we good? Yeah? Hey. Why would anyone want to show that they're awesome at sleight of hand? If it fits. I mean, it fits in certain aspects. I'm not saying that it fits in everything, but it fits in certain aspects of Magic. There's if you want to show sleight of hand, if you want to show an audience that you're capable of sleight of hand, then it fits perfectly. If you don't want that to happen, then keep it away from Magic. That's what I'm saying. But again, if you are somebody that does not like cardistry, that is a valid opinion to have. If you are someone that doesn't like Magic, that is a valid opinion to have. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion. Nothing wrong whatsoever. Could your opinion be wrong sometimes? Yeah, but if you don't like it because it doesn't suit your style, it doesn't suit what you like or how you've... fuck, dude. It's very valid to have your own opinion. But I think that Jay kind of went off and he said it in a way that shat on people. And I think that was his mistake. But I love fucking Jay. I love Jay. Social media entrepreneur. Let's see where my social media entrepreneur is right now. Let's see how good I am on Twitter. Still at 1,005. That's good. That's hotness. That is some hot stuff here. Again, if you guys are just joining, my goal is to surpass Jizzbrizy in terms of followers on Twitter, because Jizzbrizy says that he is a social media entrepreneur. But here's my thing. You cannot be a social media entrepreneur and have 1,500 followers on Twitter. So I want to pass him and say that I'm a social media entrepreneur. So that's my goal, guys. If you guys haven't done it already, follow me on Twitter and fuck that guy. So there you go. What's your opinion on the Herman pass? I think that you have a right time to do it and a wrong time to do it. And I think the Herman pass by itself is not a good pass to do, but you need to find covers for it. So, for example, a Herman, if you're doing a turnover pass, that's a great way to cover Herman pass. If you're doing the midnight shift by Steve Drawn, that's a great way to cover the the Herman pass. So that's his technique. So there are certain ways to cover it that I think are for sure better than just doing a move by itself. But guys, I think I'm out here. 2 hours and 26 minutes. It's a good time. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna say I appreciate all the dogs here, all the love you guys are giving me. Again, just to shield my shit, pigcake.me. I'm going to drop the coupon code here. It's pigcuntarmy. That's if you want a hot, $7 off Persistence of Memory project. If y'all want that, that's the project. I'm going to leave that in the title. What else am I shilling? Follow me on Twitter. That's some hotness. It'll make your dick big. What else? I have an Instagram, pigcake69. That's some legitness. Again, my goal is to surpass Jizzbrizy. I will put this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this on the YouTube channel, so y'all can check it out afterwards. What else am I shilling? So pigcake.me, Twitter, Instagram, and thank y'all. Y'all killing it, man. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. I'm gonna go figure out different ways to stick a nickel in my arm and